Atinye kamang'unet ale tekemi kibagenge eng tetutiet nebo morning chekaron tabrani tesetai ak tot inendet ko Beatrice Elachi ng'alali kandoinatetab kwonyik une ako tos ne neyoksei eng kandoinatetab kwonyik, tos tinye kiy kwonyik nekikochi boroindo kobunjin kamanut eng borotetab emet kunotok tesetai ak kutit ne kakiboisie. Welcome back. This is Morning Check. We're still with our guest Beatrice Elachi, and the question goes, as I put it before we went to this break, whether women really are their own self-detractors. It's an accusation.
I know.
Maybe,
I know.
or an allegation would be valid.
Well, I will say it's not valid because remember, women are the ones who go for merry-go-rounds. How come they are very united?
And cooperatives.
And cooperatives. And they do so well, and they pay their loans. But now when it comes to political leadership is when now we start saying women are the enemies of their own. I think what pushes, first of all, is the way our politics is. Remember, our politics is regional politics. So therefore, when your party is of this, I always tell women, if your party is Jubilee and the region is Jubilee, don't start bringing stories. Go and fight within that Jubilee. Now that is the mistake I did.
You went for the party rather than...
Yes, I went for Jubilee rather than thinking, these people here, it is not a Jubilee zone. It is an ODM zone. So if I really wanted the seat, I needed to have gone to ODM. I would have gotten.
But ideological problem also come.
Yes. So now as women we suffer, men will do it. Men don't care, they will cross and go. But as women now, our ideology, we believe in the president and the deputy president. This is what we have had. This is where we have started, especially me now, having the small party of Alliance Party of Kenya and bringing it in Jubilee. I can't run away. So here I am. I'm trying to be very brave.
Are you saying women are so faithful than men in terms of political fidelity?
Yes, that is why in 2013, Beatrice lost her seat. Why? She was so faithful to ODM. Everyone is moving to URP. Her now the faith. Oh, we have...
The Iron Lady, by the way, is still stuck to her party.
Yes, stuck to her party. So she lost. Now she realized, anyway, let me just now go. Now she has come. You see, she won. So, and not her alone, many. I always say, if you are from Nyanza, don't come here and give us a story. You are vying with Jubilee. Why? You are joking. But because also Jubilee will want some votes, and that is why the parties must be very cautious when we now come to nominations. If a woman has vied, made sure in an area where your party was not supposed to be, and you've been able to get a presidential vote of 36,000 or what, or another, those are the women you must start nominating. Not this thing of now, that you worked for the party, but you worked the times that we don't even understand. As women, we are changing that. We are saying our proposal is very clear. You either vie as any other person, the nominations will come after. We are pushing to change that thing because that is how. I will not tell you.
There should be no list of nominations before.
No.
Is this what is playing out every other time in Kenyan politics?
Well, you know, we changed thinking, oh, let us do before because men give their girlfriends. But kumbe, it is the worst process. It is where now they joke with it. And now we are saying, do after. And the party will say, and the members of the party will tell you, this one indeed has worked. This one indeed has worked. And
so it should be a reward.
It's not really a reward. It's, you would have gone for a seat. But because the party has also told you, look,
we want to utilize you on this side.
We want so and so. So, please don't go in that competition. Then what else are you telling him? Go and do other work, but let them be all at the level of working. We are saying we don't want this conflict of the highest, you have a president, you have people who have competed. The number two is outside. Now, dislodging everything. Take him also in Bunge. Let him be the minority leader, one in the Senate, the other one in the National Assembly, so that the country calms down, so that we don't have this fight. We had 6 million votes, we are outside, we are in the court. No, let us now finish that piece and we say, we want a proposal where the number two and his running mate also goes to Bunge.
But
So
Beatrice,
those, and you might find most of them men. So when you talk for that affirmative action, it is not just for women. And I want to tell fellow Kenyans that the affirmative action today, women are pushing. One day, men will push this affirmative action.
if they don't push it now.
Yes, and today they see how their sons are. Most of their sons are just doing funny things, and the girls in the family are becoming more stronger than them. So the time will come. Women are the ones who will be fooling Bunge. What will you do with the boy child?
I don't want to say Beatrice Elachi is turning to be a prophet.
I'm not a prophet.
But
look at how the education system right now is. Girls are the ones. Look at how, even if the boys come up, but the numbers, girls take more. You know, when you look at university, the same. Today we have a university student leader at Nairobi University. That is a milestone that shows things are not going to be the same again.
Things are changing.
Things are changing.
But Beatrice,
yes.
your downfall also would be attributed to women who failed to vote for you.
Well, and that's why I'm saying, when you nominate people who don't understand the leadership of women, then as a woman you will face that. Because them, they believed, one, we will be removed from committees. You know, one of the things that, let me now give you Nairobi kidogo. Nairobi is a very interesting county. Number one, the law is out. They change their standing orders in the morning.
What do you mean?
Yes, they use it in the afternoon.
Are you running a kangaroo?
Absolutely. Then they have a board right now of 2 people. They have never looked for the other board members.
A board of 2
people. And all of them.
And you call it a board?
Yes, and they are doing business. 2 people, plus now the speaker who is a member of the county assembly where the law does not agree. And
the legal speaker is here?
Yes. So they run their county like that. This legal speaker who is here decided, we don't want drama in Nairobi. To cool things, you let things move. We have institutions. That's why I'm saying, do these institutions really think about Chapter 6 properly?
But you've not resigned.
I cannot resign. Why am I resigning? Why?
For the good of Nairobi.
Well, I've left them to do the good. But one thing they should know in their mind, we are women in politics. You can't kill a career of someone because of pettiness, because of just trying to frame and trying to do what is right. You can't. And then you come and use a lot of lies. I want to tell them, by the way, that one, we are going to go for. Yeah, I know they'll say we can pay you money. Money is nothing. Money is not what we believe in.
Are there advances of such that you have to be paid some amount?
They will tell my lawyer this, they will tell my lawyer this. But I'm saying that
for you to surrender the seat to resign so that you are given a amount?
The courts told them, pay the damages of the period I have been.
How? And
since they decided now again to go on media and say the county assembly is not a chore, yeah, the minority leader said, hii county assembly ya Nairobi si choo, mtu anatoka na kuingia. The other one went on media and said, you will never. So in terms of contempt of court, I don't even need to go there. They put policemen close to the gates. I said, do I really want that drama? Because I can do drama.
I'm asking
you know, one of the things
policemen closing the gate for...
The sergeant at arms were told, close the gates. We went, we took pictures, and we kept quiet.
Do the police, by the way, understand the law?
That is all. I even wanted to ask their boss one day, but I said, let me just leave them, because one day all these things will come out, and one day people will pay dearly all these things we are doing in this Nairobi County Assembly, because it is wrong. And then the worst is, so you have a clerk also who was a secondment from Parliament. He decided when we are in elections to resign. He never came back to the board and say, look, I have resigned. Let me go through a recruitment process. We will pick him because he has been there. He refused. So he has been there. You don't know whether he's an imposter. You don't know whether he's the real accounting officer. But he is accounting, but has never gone through the county assembly the way the County Governments Act says. That is where I tell the Senate also, Senate, you go, you fight with the National Assembly. Things in the counties are just being run like, but you're not looking, you are looking at these things of governors where you don't even tell us why this has been happening. Now you, we are recommending your report to EACC. We have not seen anything like that. So you see, it's just a game. But I want to tell the Senate, check the county governments, especially how we are running both sides of arm of government. Help Kenya on this one.
How professional are women?
Very by the way, we do 4-4. If you don't, you're finished. You try and say, let me see, let's streamline. Let's use the human resource. Let's do this. Don't employ. The ceilings we have is this. When you employ, where are we getting the money? We not talk to CRA. I'm telling you, you try your best to be within the law, the framework, what the Procurement Act says. You don't even interfere because it is not your business.
Beatrice.
Yes.
The other day, Mike Songo, the governor of Nairobi,
yes,
opened his mouth and
oh my God.
His voice was, I knew this lady, Okoth's girlfriend.
Yes.
Here is Beatrice Elachi, Speaker, Nairobi County.
Yes.
She is out.
Yes.
For months now.
For 1 year now.
1 year now.
Yes.
Good. A long time.
Yes.
You come from Jubilee Party.
Exactly.
Were you not a girlfriend so that now the party should have pushed enough for you to be in without these dramas?
Thank God I was not. I thank God I was not. That is why maybe. You know, I always say this. I know people say, this is Elachi. Anyway, every person has a season. There are seasons where you will go through tough times. There are seasons where God just says, now I have moved you to this time. For me, I want to say I worked for Jubilee the way anybody can do. And I'm still working.
Okay.
I haven't given up. That's why I'm in Embrace. To ensure.
Shida or mama, you'll tell us this Embrace and sijui inua mama, you'll tell us.
I'll tell you.
Yes.
Hata si shida. Ni watu wana create sasa ikue ati kama kuna shida. Imagine hakuna shida. But at the same time, when I look at the party, I would wish, because I was a Secretary General of a party, and I will tell you, if you go and ask my members at that time, I was so tolerant to understand everyone. Even, and don't forget, we got 1.1 million votes. I had a governor, I had 2 senators, and we were number 2 in most of, I had members in Bungoma, in Marquette, in that time. So you can imagine I campaigned for my people thoroughly. But at the same time, they would come to the office and I would brave myself. Remember, in political parties, you don't have salaries. You volunteer. I brave myself, I show them this is the way we do this. We did things correctly for every member until we finished, until we closed. Now, I wish Jubilee can do that. They have the money, they have good structures, run the party.
Is your chama ya hustlers?
No. Hustlers aje? No. This is a party.
It has money.
A serious party that has money, yes. Because it has the highest members who we are being deducted every month to
monthly contribution.
Yes, to sustain them. And some are 30, others 50, MCAs, I don't know, 5 or 10.
Someone's salary.
Yes, you cut. So if we are able to give you this, why can't you reciprocate and come and understand the issues that are affecting all these counties? Why would members of Jubilee go into a scenario where you can't be given a committee according to what the law says? In Parliament, the committee is done by the majority leader. You must ensure everyone at least has a committee so that they sustain themselves. Do you know in Nairobi you'll find one person with 7 committees because you are more aligned to the majority leader, to the minority leader. You will go... So jina lako linaangushwa in every committee. You even wonder, are you following the law of SRC? Because it says you can only have 3. Sessional 1, so 4. And you know, because of the work, you can't be able even to run in all those committees, but they don't listen. They will tell you about these trips. They will kill you because of trips. So if you are closer to the majority leader, you will travel to Dubai like 10 times. I think the one of Nairobi, the highest we have gone is Dubai. Every time there's Dubai. So me, I always ask myself, so what is this we are learning in Dubai from last year that we have not understood to come and
Do you implement, by the way, what you learn? What you go for?
No. In fact, they just go.
So you go for mandasis?
Well, I don't know whether it's mandasi. No, you know now they go because of the kitty. So you'll travel in Uganda, you find a staff going to Uganda for 2 weeks. Then you come back, he's in Ethiopia for 1 week. Then when you question, oh, you will be killed. And by the way, the problem is not the governor. You know, we worked with Governor Sonko in Senate. We never quarreled. And even here in this county, I have never
quarreled?
Never. So me, I always say, there's nothing between. If he has something, then it is within him.
Not something that has been voiced?
Never. Never. And we will never, by the way. That one, I will assure him, we will never.
Guarding the rails, we're coming back to speak
That
matters.
is one thing I've learned from Joyce.
Okay.
Keep cool.
Good element. Keeping cool that way, we come back again.
Cool.
After Tanga, we had Kieleweke. After Kieleweke, we had Embrace. Embrace, there we are with Inua Mama. What is all this about? Morning Checkers TV. We are coming back.
That is the most difficult topic.